Hey peoples, Karina here, coming to you with the second video. As you see, the title is below. The hair is actually drying more, so it's getting all like shrinking up, okay? But anywho, y'all getting 3 videos, and then I'm gonna go lay it down, okay? After I wash my face, okay? You know what? I'm not trying to be funny, but sometimes these videos go there. But I'm going to just try to make this video in all seriousness. When they know, and when I say they, I mean folks at your job or folks that's not really into the stuff that you into. And I say folks at your job and folks that's not really into what you into, because half the time the people that you work with, y'all not even gonna be in cahoots with each other 5 years from now, unless maybe y'all have some type of friendship bloom or blossom out of that. But with me, no. Sometimes when people know that you're trying to exit out the business, literally, on a subconscious level, they know before you do. Transition to a different job that you like better, or has more perks but does the same thing, whatever. It's like that's when all the thank yous start coming, like to where people never told you thank you for anything you do, or never said they appreciate this about you and appreciate that about you. It's like when you make up your mind and decide that, hey, it's time for me to make a move. Sometimes people will do that type of shit to trick you into feeling guilt for leaving a motherfucking ass alone. Sometimes, like, it's like this. Every time you leave a place of employment, it's not always that you have a beef with anybody. Sometimes it's like this. 9 times out of 10, if it was a beef there, usually the beef is like fucking cleared up before you decide to leave. That way it's like you leaving with without a fault finding attitude, like, well, I'm leaving because I can't stand this bitchy bitch over here, whatever, like that. It's like once the drama and the chaos die down, and make no mistake, no matter where you work, it's always gonna be one person there that's gonna try to give you a hard motherfucking time, okay? There's no such thing as you just gonna work somewhere and nobody's gonna try and give you a hard time. Even if you work at a job where you like everybody there, something about a customer may agitate the fuck out of you, or something about the company itself might agitate you, okay? Because I've worked on jobs to where I liked everybody, and then there was still something that I didn't like in a different area, okay? So you can't just job jump because somebody don't like you, because you know what you're gonna do? If you leave in a job because either you can't, get everybody to like you and shit, if you just jumping off of a job because everybody don't like you, what you're gonna do is jump into another job where more people ain't gonna like you, because you're not learning the lesson of how to be a don't give a fuck ass bitch. Okay, I mean, give a fuck when it comes to what you're supposed to do, but not giving a fuck about how people are gonna respond to you doing your job. because maybe they're slacking in an area. Like I'll put it like this: most places I've worked, I've had more good experiences than bad experiences with some people. I mean, there has always been one motherfucker on every job that will just annoy the fuck out of you, okay? No matter where you work. And you can't just say, "Oh, well, Billy doesn't like me," or Crystal doesn't like me, or Tasha doesn't like me, so I'm just going to quit because my whole world is crumbling because oh my God, one or two people don't like me. Fuck that shit. You know how you actually, I'm going to tell you like this because I told this to little bitch's bestie that worked there too. Because now that she can't say and do certain shit because she's not a manager, her bitch friend, which I was speaking about in a video called Weird Ass Age Gaps in Friendships, where a 21-year-old is friends with a 42-year-old. No bullshit. Besties. And it's not like the 42-year-old is teaching her shit. She's a low fucking self-esteem having ass whatever. Because the shit that she put up with, I would never do. Like, I would never deal with. Yeah, maybe when I was in my 20s. But as I got older, the bullshit had to cease. Okay? So, it's like this. She just was bitchy. And it's nothing wrong with asking a person in a nice way. Nah, it really ain't no nice way to ask. But I asked her one time, I said, why? It was recent, actually. I asked her, why are you so bitter all the time? Like, I come to work, I'm having a good day, I'm having all these good thoughts and thinking good things, you know what I'm saying? And I come in here and see your sourpuss ass face, and you always got a complaint every day about something. Like, what the fuck is up with you? Like, I legit asked her that. Because what made me ask her that is that, see, I saw one of my other coworkers that got there before she did. She always late, but that's a whole nother what the fuck ever. I asked another coworker because one of my regular customers came in and he say, "Is old girl here to make me a martini? Is it too early for me to get a martini?" I say, "No, it's not too early. I mean, shit, once we open, you can have whatever the hell you want right now. Okay? If you retired or you on vacation, whatever like that, hey, you want to drink a martini in the morning, do you?" So I thought about it and I was like, oh, so-and-so know how to do it. Don't underestimate it. They know how to do it. So I asked their coworker if they would do it because they wanted to be a bartender anyway. And it's like, to me, I don't feel like hating on no motherfucker that got potential to do something else if they doing, because they already was looking for. The reason I know why the girl got mad, because they was already not wanting to keep her there. But if they feel like, she feels like if they can find somebody else to do what she do, she's fucking gone. Because of all the dumb shit she do. And, so the other dude, the other coworker made a fucking martini and my customer tasted and was like, "Oh, this is hidden. I like this. I didn't know you can make a martini." I say, "Yeah, one day we didn't have no bartender and he went back there and just started making drinks and shit. And this is like one of the overlooked employees because when the old manager was there, he just had this vibe about him that is like, if you're not the same jacked up motherfucker that I am in my heart, you're nothing." And it's like, you know what? You don't do that. See, if I see something with a coworker that they can do something that I can't fucking do, bitch, I'm going to talk you up. Why? Because I never know if I'm going to go work somewhere else where I might need that same type of favor or I might benefit from that type of favor. So it don't pay to be a hater ever. So he makes a martini. This dude sucks it down like 5 minutes. He was like, "Damn, that shit was good." By that time, bitch walks in and she late or whatever. And then she goes, I'm here now. I'm whatever like that, just whatever. And she, if you ever go to a job and it's always somebody coming there and they're like, that type of shit early in the morning. I'm like, you know what? Nah, none of that, because I'm here earlier than y'all. Okay, so long story short, the customer said, can you have so and so make me another martini the same way he did? So she was there. She goes, well, I'll make it, because she could hear, because from where he was sitting. She goes, well, I'll make it. And he was like, well, I want so and so to make it. And he was like, whatever. So the guy was like, okay, well, I can make it in a second. Let me drop off drinks. And then the girl behind, the bitter bitch behind the bar says, oh, well, it's a stupid drink. All it is vodka mixed with other stuff. Anybody can make it. No, that is not entirely true. Some people put vermouth, a lot of vermouth and everything else, and like make shit nasty. It just depends who fucking makes it or whatever. And the way that this guy made it apparently is the way that he wanted. Didn't have right type of whatever. So when she was like talking about how it's a stupid drink, this and that, and it doesn't matter who makes it, I'm like, obviously it does. Because when he drinks it and it tastes different, when different people make it, the person that he wanted to make it didn't work today. So he found out that this dude knew how to make it the way he wanted. But she insists. I say, you know what? Let me stop you. Why are you so bitter? If he asked for the so-and-so to make it, what is a big deal? What is a problem? This is a customer request. Do you have a problem not being, whatever? If you would have been here on time, that dude would have never got a chance to make that margarita, no, that martini, to give to that customer for him to realize, oh, he got some goods. He got some goods, okay? He know how to do whatever he do, because he was a bartender somewhere else, but he ended up coming there and being waiter. So basically, and then the girl was pissed because before quarantine, she used to be able to, her and her little bitchy friend, let me show you how God work. Okay, when you always out to fuck with somebody money and shit like that, soon as after quarantine came, them bitches took a pay cut, okay? They was no longer allowed to be waiters no more. They was stuck in bartender and to go. And a lot of times on to go don't tip. Well, not them anyway. I can go get somebody 2 motherfucking drinks and I'll still get a tip. So that don't matter. It's not just what you order or whatever. It's a personality thing. If people think you a sour motherfucker while you're making they shit, they may not complain, but they can show you with that pen what it do for you to have no motherfucking personality. Okay? But that ain't the point. The whole point of the matter is she got pissed. And I just had to ask. I say, why are you so bitter all the time? Like, all the time. When I go to work, I go with a clear head. You know what I'm saying? With my mind focused on, okay, I'm here from this time to this time. In between time, get the money, do your side work in between. So when that motherfucking relief get here, clock the fuck out and go home. And we don't have a lot of side work, which is another thing is, whatever. And since manager already done said, because he's frustrated. This girl been hired and fired so many times over the course of 10 years. It's not even funny. Or probably 12 after that, because when I started there, she'd been there for 10 years, so about 12. Because it is perks when you do whatever. So you went from having a solid ass job to where you can make all this money because the customers they actually do people right. You know what I'm saying? But because of your stank ass attitude after quarantine, when the management decided to take their 2 strongest fucking servers and put 2 in the daytime, permanent daytime shifts, it was me and another person. Okay? Me and another person. And you really thought that you was going to come back in there and just rule whatever. No. And you know why I was one of the people chose to come back? Because during quarantine, when people was coming over there to do to go, customers were asking them, well, how is so and so? How is this and that? Asking about certain employees. And certain customers, see, that's why you got to be careful how you treat people. Certain customers would be like, with all of this that's going on and stuff, we need that laughter. We need the jokes. We do this and that. We like to come in here and for a brief few minutes or an hour, however long we here, we're not so much worried about what's out there because it's not a doom and gloom type of vibe when we come in here. And we love the red hair. Miss Karina, when's she coming back? And then the manager says, well, when we be able to open back for service or whatever, we're going to have 2 waiters. She going to be one and there's going to be another one. The other one that people ask for. Because the older ladies, like this other dude, it's me and they're short. I say short. I call a man, if they my height, they short. Me and a short Hispanic dude that been a waiter just as long as I have in different places, but he worked at more upscale places. Like he was bartender at upscale places and shit like that. So when he moved. So a lot of times your personality, like if you got a stinking ass personality, that shit's not going to get you far. It doesn't matter if you in the waiter game. It doesn't matter if you in real estate. Oh man, somebody wanted to hire me to do real estate one time. I was like, that's not my thing. That's really not my thing. Like, I know people's like, oh, they make money. I'm like, man, but I've worked at jobs before that made, no, actually, being a waiter is not bad. A lot of people be hollering about that ain't no money, that ain't no real job. You'll find it's a real job when you be able to pay your motherfucking bills and go shopping, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Why? The longer you be somewhere, and then how I did it was I learned from older people. When I first started working at my first place where I was a waiter, what they said that they did, how they built up their clientele, because a motherfucking person that is secure in themselves and knowing that you can't take nothing from them that they worked hard for will tell you how to do that shit. First of all, every time you go somewhere and you getting ready to leave, you tell your customer where you going. That way, if they want to go and see you, because some people just talk to you to be nice sometimes, the other people legit will miss you and be like, hey, I'm here, da-da-da. So I did that from when I was 17 all the way up to current, okay? So some people that I've actually seen then came and been my customers everywhere that I've worked over the course of years, and they would let my manager know that, be like, oh, when she was working here, or there. And even when she worked at, because most of the time I had 2 jobs at one time. So even when they would meet me at one job, I tell them where I work at the other job. They talking about, oh, somewhere I can get this type of food or that type of food. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, you can go here or you can go there. And it's cool, it's good, whatever like that. And then they like, oh, they go and they try, whatever. It's all about talking, being nice to people. I'm the same motherfucker at work that I am on these videos. Except, I just kill the cuss words, because that's just not, at work, I'm working on that. But anyway, sometime one slip out here and there every now and then, but it'd be at the appropriate time to where you can't help but be like, well, yeah, agreed. So anyway, let me go ahead and end this video here because the 3rd video is coming. So I will talk to y'all next week. Bye.